Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Jose Quintana is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Now at the plate, Kevin Newman. He will lead this one off today.
The second baseman, Kevin.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the center fielder, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
That can be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on the ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Coming to the plate now, Jeff Bagwell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
We'll check in with an average still south of 230, 11 home runs, and 33 driven in. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Row, Patty Johnson,
well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Pirates strand a couple. Brandon Waddell will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Now a curveball misses inside.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now. It's 3 balls and a strike to Jackie Robinson. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second.
So digging in now, Evan Longoria. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Javier.
Digging in, Javier Baez. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Hit hard to the right. Now a throw over. Runner back standing. The 0-1 delivery. Now a throw over to first. Back in standing. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Ball one.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Now another 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Batting fourth.
Wow, throw a
The
10
right
over it
fielder.
and bring out the clowns.
Alvarado.
Looked like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
So here's Albert Almora next. This is chopped down the third baseline. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Batting fifth.
And that'll
The
bring in the
center fielder.
Pittsburgh area native
Ian
Ian Happ. He's had a real nice
Happ.
season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. In there, and it's 0-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the second inning set to go. And stepping up as the shortstop, Jonathan India.
The shortstop,
First pitch
Jonathan
on its way.
India.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 3 homers and 15 RBIs.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
MJ Melendez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. 1 out and a runner on second base. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner scores from second.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. Stepping into the box, Bruce Hunter. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Hunter.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Batting 7.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. So it's a 1-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. One and one to Schwarber.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Here's the 1-1. Caratini stands at first with 1 out. Lays off 2-2 now.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lutz is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up next the pitcher Jose Quintana. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes the right fielder, but this will land untouched. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Cubs. Up next for the Buccos, Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Popped straight up. Quintana waits on it. He's got it one away.
The center fielder.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Fouled off. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Count is 2-1.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And another foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Still even at 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that's going to land foul.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of...
Play ball. 3.
So striding in, Miguel Sano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And he's safe.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given him more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning. David Dahl will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Ready now, Jackie Robinson. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Jackie.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
To 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Lutz has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Digging in to try it again. Evan Longoria hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout.
Number 9.
That can get in your head for a little while.
Javier.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. This is skied out toward right. Long run for the right fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And into bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch of the at-bat. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here. All set for the start of the fourth. And that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Jonathan India. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Popped him up. Caratini is there. One down.
The right fielder, number 10.
Now at the plate, Tristan Lutz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Tristan Lutz sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Melendez.
Stepping in now, MJ Melendez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A base hit in his first trip. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Bruce Hunter. Weakly hit to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watched it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
At the plate, Victor Caratini. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way.
Ball one, no strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A bullet to first base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So one away here in the Chicago fourth. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Out in front of it, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Center fielder going back at the track, into the bleachers, and gone. So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 62 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
At the plate, Jose Quintana.
The pitcher, Jose.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Standing in now, Jackie Robinson. He grounds it sharply to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Your attention, please.
Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now 6-2.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through, and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
And that brings up Javi Baez. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 3 runs already home here. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Looked like he might have got squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. From the stretch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Lutz has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. So the bases are loaded here, 2 and gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Count 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like...
Hit pretty well out to deep center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 24 home runs for him on the season, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
In now, Bruce Hunter, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Benintendi is there to make the catch, and mercifully... Into the box now, Kevin Newman. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Quintana gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls there on pitch number 5. He squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout. So that's a nice piece of hitting.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Fouled away. 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Hit hard back up the middle to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Matt Strom gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Victor Caratini stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Strom, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts.
And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. Now baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Ready to take his hacks again, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. Ball 2.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 348 for his career, as the blowout continues. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
At the plate now, Jose Quintana. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the lineup will have a chance now with nobody out following the base hit by the pitcher.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
So now to the plate, Jackie Robinson. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. Benintendi's got it, and there's one away. Digging in, Evan Longoria. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Now batting.
Here's Javier Baez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Baez.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the... It's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on.
Leading off her pitch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Quintana's got his target. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Up next to
So
the
he
right.
ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Miguel Sano goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out. Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Into the box now, MJ Melendez. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
The second baseman.
Now in the box, Kevin Newman. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ.
The center fielder, Ian Happ.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball in. No, inside. I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Good job to
1
work the
strike.
count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Rips this one to first. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we show you the team leaders there, you can see that he's moved ever closer to the 50 mark, as that's number 49 for him on the year. Into the box, Bruce Hunter, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone into the bleachers. So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Jeff Hartley gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Jeff Hartley.
To the plate now, Victor Caratini. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. That's inside. 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. And now a pitch on the way. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And that misses ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 1-2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
1 out, nobody on. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Anthony Rizzo will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Anthony Rizzo.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Schwarber is on his way home. He will score as they extend their lead even further. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Jackie
Standing in now, Jackie Robinson. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs.
Your attention, please. Now,
So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing
Number
right-hander
46.
Craig Kimbrell.
Craig Kimbrell.
7th inning ready to roll. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. No balls and 1 strike.
Andrew Benintendi.
Kimbrell's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there. Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Longoria shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. Third
So the
baseman,
big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Last half of the 7th here. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Evan Longoria.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
And now Javier Baez. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Albert Almora. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled to the right side. Oh, what a play. Got him. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following. Standing in, David Dahl. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The left fielder.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone.
The shortstop.
So stepping in, Jonathan India. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And it's fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Jackie Cole enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
The catcher.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Good work that time. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dale Taylor will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tony Walters is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Bruce Hunter.
Ready to take his hacks again, Bruce Hunter, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Standing in, Victor Caratini. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously, he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game. He has been on fire lately.
Andrew Knapp will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 15, Andrew.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball. The count is 1-2.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next,
man, talk about having
pitcher. Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Cubs. Number 11, Tommy La Stella.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Stepping in now, Jackie Robinson, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 1-0. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And that'll get down for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and Adalberto Mejia will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch.
Number 68.
Tommy La Stella will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. That'll bring up Tony Walters, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Kevin Newman. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Andrew Benintendi comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. From the stretch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate now, Jeff Bagwell, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he fouls this one off. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, I'm kind of running out of words to describe how incredible this winning streak has become. Every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over yet.
17-5 in this one today. Chicago with win number 60 in front of the home crowd this year. Jose Quintana wins his 19th decision of the season. Brandon Waddell couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.